This week I'm joined by somebody who's not just a mechanic, she's also a Taurus. Katya!
Ooh,
All right.
Let's get this roast cooking.
Yes. And joining me today is a queen that most certainly needs no introduction.
I'll take one.
You know her, you love her, because she smells real good.
Welcome to the Pit Stop. I'm your hostess, Raja, and today my guest is your father's favorite Russian hooker spy, Katya.
Privyet.
Katya.
Thank you for having me. Ooh.
Did you get leg Botox?
I got the clear. And they didn't work, so we just needed to jolt them back into the, back into Earth.
They do look good. Can you lift it so that they can see it on this camera? I want them to see. Oh!
Do you know about that one?
I mean, I know.
Loves her. She's crazy, she's kooky, and she sucks vampire blood.
I do, and I also the blood of Jesus.
The blood of Jesus.
Nothing but the blood of Jesus, baby. Thank you so much for having me. You know what?
I didn't say
have
your name
the
yet.
Most. Oh, you haven't said my name?
No.
Yes, you did.
No, not officially.
Okay, do it.
Katya,
Thank you so much.
do you have any secret talents that no one knows about? Or do you share them?
Are you kidding me? No.
No.
I have nothing. Everything I had is out there.
Can I ask you a very intimate question?
I wish you would.
What percent in drag is your lower half right now?
Живи спокойно, страна.
Ooh!
Yeah, they don't really fit, and I'm not wearing stockings or panties. Oh, yes. Oh, manic panic. Ooh.
Before we get going today, would you like to talk a little bit about your look?
Yes, I would. Thank you so much. When I select an outfit from my closet, I think of three things. Number one, who am I? Number two, where am I going? And number three, why do I want to be me in this day and age?
And you've still not come up with an answer for that.
No.
It's none other than Katya Zamochikova. Hi, Katya.
I'm sorry. I don't understand this negativity that is spouting from your hateful, judgy mouth.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
It sounds like none of you were featuring me when in fact,
yeah,
here I am.
yeah. Judges, your lack of taste is not my issue. Yeah, I mean, it was so great.
Thank you for having me. It is truly an honor.
The last episode, Manila and Monet won the lip sync, but nobody gets eliminated.
Thank God.
But RuPaul is
Who's
like,
that one?
That's right. That part.
Yes, how you doing, Gods?
I'm fierce. I'm Hunty. I'm working. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm so happy to be here.
I'm happy you're
on
here.
The Pit Stop.
No, so the last time I had you here, we were doing RuPaul Drag Race season 14, I believe.
Yes.
And
And nobody believed that I actually watched the episode, which I find very offensive.
you were into it. I don't know why people thought you didn't know.
No, I wasn't watching the season, but I did watch that episode.
Joke's
But
on me.
we got the first episode, and Mary, I got a lot to say.
did you ever get a critique on Drag Race where you were like, no?
No, I usually always agree with them.
I don't like it. You're like, me neither.
Me neither. Ugh. bleh.
I just remember this is sponsored, so
Oh, right.
give it a little more.
Okay.
Who is that?
Yeah.
Okay, sometimes you go too far. Sometimes you go too
Yeah.
far.
They're snapping a lot.
They're at the top of their game. They won't be stopped. They can't get enough.
They can't go home.
They can't go home. So we get to see the Huntys being divas and working it fiercely.
How you feel about season 14, Katya?
It is horrible. It's a dog show. It's the Westminster Kennel Club. Woof, woof. Brr, brr, brr.
Katya, how's life? How have you been doing?
Horrible. But I don't want to get into it.
Yeah, you don't want to get into it.
I want to get into this.
Well, you look pretty good. You're wearing your sexy whore dress.
And top to bottom, the thing that I noticed about a lot of the girls, they had great outfits, but the shoes. What's up with the shoes?
Sis.
Bad shoes.
So I don't, I love love, I love positivity, and I love light.
Drag
I
the
love
girls.
sun.
Drag the girls through the mud, honey.
How do we feel about that?
Well, I think that we need to install a cuckoo counter because I think I clocked about 47 cuckoos before the first half of the show.
You enjoying RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 9?
Are you kidding me? You couldn't ask me a stupider question. Absolutely.
And can I see this show in the top 2 episodes of all time? Absolutely.
I love a sponsor. Do we have a sponsor?
No sponsor today.
Great.
Yeah,
Not gonna get paid that
just
much.
my AA sponsor.
Yep. It works if you work it.
Fierce? Because
Yeah.
drag has to be fierce.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
If I'm not screaming, work it, Hunty, at the TV, what are we doing?
Katya, I cannot even see you saying work and Hunty seriously.
Well, you need to get with it, sister, because I say, work it, Hunty.
I think the singularly
The
most
lowest rated
viewed.
pit stop. Oh.
It's the most viewed pit stop ever.
I think it was because of my hair, that tousled look. Remember that one?
I remember the look. I don't think it was the look. We find out the winner of the Maxi Challenge is Rita Bega. Do you agree?
I do not. I think it is a crime against fashion and humanity and the history of Canada that Anastasia did not walk away with this challenge.
That with that quilted red coat, the nerve. Do you think it's because she went first?
I don't know what was going on, but it was riggery, trickery, foolery.
She's doing brackets. She's doing NCAA. Yeah, NCAA.
Yeah, it's the NAACP.
Yeah. We're doing formulas, we're doing equations, we're doing the Pythagorean theorem. It's one thing I know to be true. Miss Bosco.
Bitch, we're gonna get there. We're going to get there.
When?
Trees made a choice.
Those boots.
Black hooker boots.
Yeah, they're horrible.
The ones that they yelled at her on season 4 for?
Yeah, they're horrible. I'd rather her come out there barefoot.
Are you willing to lose friends on Drag Race?
Mama, I don't go into Drag Race with friends. How am I gonna lose them? None of those rotted monsters are my friends.
I don't know what is going on with this season. The straight one, is she gone?
She's
gone. Okay,
Yeah.
God bless her.
What do you think about the stash on Brew?
Love the bit. Love the
Yeah.
skit. I am so obsessed with RuPaul's Instagram these days.
Girl.
You wanna change a tire? You wanna parallel park? I love it
It's-
when she's doing a bit because she's having fun.
Go ahead and talk about the first challenge today. It was a cheer challenge. Now, I know you.
I would have killed this goddamn thing if I had walked out and saw a giant Olympic-sized tumbling spring floor.
Yeah.
I would have just pissed and myself, put on my leotard, and just like bam, 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 stuck the landing.
Okay, our
illustrious
final contestants,
four. Yeah.
Candy Moose,
Skinny Moose,
Gottmik, Rose, and Simone.
Yeah. Now, and before the viewers at home come for my wig, it's M-O-U-S-S-E. Let's not get it twisted. I'm
Candy.
not calling her a moose. It's chocolate mousse.
Just
She looks great. It's fun. It's fun.
It's fun. It's whimsical.
Fun. Drag's about fun, as you know.
Her branding was the pastel princess. So now she's coming in wearing black and she's dark lady.
This is huge.
I
for
know.
her. This is a really big moment. This is a really big moment for Deja.
Yeah.
Wow.
It still boggles my mind. And listen, I know I went home on a design challenge, yada, yada, yada. But if you cannot sew, the absolute nerve of you to get on that show.
Especially in Canada where everybody makes all their own clothes. Hello.
If I know one thing about Canada is that everybody makes their own clothes.
Yeah, Madonna.
Madonna. And you know she got fired from Dunkin' Donuts. In the 80s, at some point, someone walked into a Dunkin' Donuts in New York City and was like, hey, yo, can I get a sausage egg? Madonna! Give me a f***ing coffee, bitch.
But she wasn't famous back then.
Your name is Madonna?
Who's in the back? Jesus? Yeah.
You're ugly, you're fat, nobody likes you. You know, stuff like that. You just keep it zippy and peppy. These girls had like paragraph-long setups for their jokes. They're just like,
Smile could just undo North Korea.
It's
It
so
could just
beautiful.
it would bring down the Berlin Wall.
If only it could.
Oh my
if only
God,
it could.
world peace with those teeth. It's so beautiful.
It's very sensual.
Is she a because that would be a real curveball.
No, she's very nice actually in real life.
We'll see about that.
Yeah.
I have lost, I think, the most lip syncs out of any Drag Race alumna.
We've lost 8 combined.
Wow.
Lemon, of course, the trained dancer, the mayor of New York City. She,
Let's go on to last but not least, Bosco.
Bonk, 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 beat it up.
Girl. I want to do that to this look. It was so good.
That tight like a drum.
Girl.
Like,
this look,
come beat it up. Like,
it took
beat
my
it
breath
up.
away.
It's,
Husband's just here to have a good time,
Yeah.
but not at the expense of comfort or like spending any money.
yeah. You know, she's gonna do it on her own terms, and she's gonna do it at her own pace.
Mind game sounds dramatic, like activities.
Mind activities.
Just like activities.
a
We're playing
small
activities.
amount of gaslighting.
Like, oh,
We don't need to get specific.
Rita wrote you. Are you surprised that it's still so iconic?
No. No, I'm not. We worked so hard on that. We worked so hard on that. We worked so, I've never worked on anything harder than that. It was hard, it was painful, it was like hot, it was laborious, but it was so fierce. Rita.
Which was your favorite look of all of these? I know.
I'm not really sure. God, it was so hard.
Bosco, it's so good.
Would have been so much fun. And those girls with those tired-ass cartwheels, not an athletic bunch.
Who even does cartwheels anymore? It's not even the 80s.
Steal peak wealth. Merrill Lynch. Bank of America.
Avengers Endgame.
Avengers Endgame. James Cameron. The Titanic. Transformers. The Fast and the Furious franchise.
The Lake House.
Lady by the Water.
What Dreams May Come.
M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dong.
Were you stressed when you almost went home early on your season?
Are you kidding me? Mary, that, looking back, my fashion sense and my fashion choices are very hit and miss. When I hit, I hit. When I miss, I really miss. So, you know, there's a lot of misses, and I think, I mean, I'm glad that I got to stay. I think it was episode 3 that I almost went home.
Episode 3, yeah.
You kind of only settle on whose personality do I like around episode 3 or 4. Oh, am I boring you?
Winner, chicken dinner.
Now, let me ask you this.
Yes.
What the does that mean? Because I know Trixie famously said it during the Snatch game.
As we say in the industry, winner, chicken dinner.
Winner, chicken dinner.
I guess when you win,
It's from
when
Old
you
Country
win,
Buffet. No.
For the talent show, anyone could win.
Anyone could win. This is must-see TV.
And it's anyone's game.
And the stakes have never
been higher.
It is a wild ride on this show. It really is a nail biter.
A roller coaster with twists. It is a
chewed nails on the floor.
Literally.
Everywhere.
Jasmine and Jorgeous' singing abilities.
I think your good sis Trixie would be surprised that Winner, Chicken Dinner is still in the Drag Race lexicon.
I think that she would be delighted to be reminded of her stellar performance in the Snatch game on All Stars 3. Right, gal? God, she biffed that so hard. It's okay.
In front
It's
of
hard.
RuPaul.
I know, but you know, it is so, you gotta admit, it's hard.
Let's look at Gottmik first.
Okay, so,
I mean, she is the moment.
she is an icon.
Now, come on now.
Yeah.
You gagged for the Hellraiser.
I gagged, and you heard me scream it out loud. I was like, "That's the best! That's the best!" What I meant was, that was the best. This is the best look I've ever seen on Drag Race.
Yeah.
Are there any Boston queens that you knew before they got on the show?
Jujubee.
Did you know Plain Jane?
I did not. She came on the scene in Boston like a year after me.
Okay, so then you definitely didn't know Kori King either.
Who? No, I don't. But I'm sure she's wonderful.
Which means they had to learn 4 songs.
Yeah.
How long would it take you to learn 4 new lip sync songs?
6 to 8 months. Yeah, 6 to 8 months.
Oh, there's fun. They're not coming in trying to sell a T-shirt. You know, they're just like, it was a soundbite, but I love it when Alona was like, I'm Alona and I'm a bitch.
When you wrote your verse for Rita Wrote You, was it easy?
Yes.
Was it?
Yeah, because I just said my name. Half of
no,
it is just my
there's more
name.
in there, girl.
No, but I mean, it was actually fun. But let me reiterate that Reggie Wrote You still is the best group number ever.
Better than Super Queen?
What?
Probably would have started crying.
But when people hurt my feelings, I tend to become more powerful.
And get a huge boner.
Yeah.
What do you think about this moment?
I think it is wretched and rotten. And listen, if you can't dish it, then shut the up, bitch.
Yeah.
You don't like that?
Yeah.
Get the out of my bathroom, or whatever the expression goes. Like, it's always the people that are like, I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah.
I don't do drama. I don't do games. Mama, they're playing games all day long, and they're dishing out drama.
Yeah.
When are you gonna quit drag?
Probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow.
Wheel of Fortune was always like the stupid person's Jeopardy.
So what you're saying is you hate Jeopardy?
No, I love Jeopardy, but
so you hate Price is Right?
No.
Whoa! Bob Barker.
Price is Right is the low fun. Jeopardy's the high fun, and then the Wheel of Fortune was kind of in the middle.
Every time I look at her, I'm like, God, she's so sexy. But you just see somebody going, but
I like how Bosco is moving as well, because I'm not expecting this from Bosco.
Mary.
I know she does a lot of burlesque and reveal, and it's very sexy, but she's handling the choreo pretty well.
She handles everything well. I'm sorry, I'm very Bosco focused.
I see. I think we need to get you a 7 Minutes in Heaven with Bosco.
Oh God, I just want the videotape.
Go to Bosco.
Okay.
I liked this.
Yeah. Detox as Gary Oldman in Dracula. So funny.
Yeah.
So cute. And done well.
That look for me wasn't super successful. Also, this is really dumb, but it's bad luck to wear peacock feathers on stage. The drug addict says it's bad luck to wear peacock.
So that's where your life went wrong?
She's so like who done it and ran. Yeah, I love it, and I just love the energy of unbuttoned pants.
Aja arguing with unbuttoned pants is
You don't want to be
when
doing
I lip
it.
synced on season 7? What did you think of me? I mean, weren't you just taken?
I saw what a threat to entertainment.
What was your favorite challenge to do in your 2 seasons of Drag Race? Shakespeare?
Shakespeare, hands down. The accolades we received, I mean, I had never been told by someone like RuPaul to say to me and my teammates that that we went and we did what we were meant to do. And not only that, we defied expectations and even provided some insight and more depth to a subject that is already legendary. and
Exactly.
deep, like Shakespeare. Yes. Love red.
Love red is such a good color.
Red is such a great color.
Yeah.
And I love that it's shiny.
Yes. And I
Drag's
love
gonna be shiny, and also it needs to be fierce.
Yes.
And this is really fierce, and she's working it.
Yeah, I agree. Into it.
She's definitely giving work it Hunty energy. Definitely that. A lot of that. She better work. And she slayed that. Girl, she worked it, slayed it, and she shit on that runway, to be honest.
The reds.
Oh, the no earrings.
No earrings. Oh my, I hate a queen in drag with no earrings. It drives me insane. I want to get up. I'm
Well,
so
but you know
upset.
what though? They had hairdos, updos that were away from the ears, literally showcase spotlight.
Yeah.
Earlobe. All I saw was empty field, dead bodies. All I see is these empty earlobes. Yeah. And I want my money back.
Up next to Bosco.
Tight like a nut.
Yes, this was so good. The detail of the hair zippers, having the prosthetic zippers on her thing. Her tits are to die for. And I don't love tits, okay? No, I'm a gay man. I like, But this is converting me.
Mama,
I feel things down inside of me.
I'm going full like Gina Gershon, Jennifer Tilly bound lesbo fantasy for her.
Up next, Rose.
Rose. It's incredible. What I'm going to ding her, I'm gonna give a big, big ding on the makeup. It was, in all, I haven't met you, Rose, it was really bad. She needed some double G's. Where is the slit? Is there even a slit?
My friend just got a breast reduction. She had H's.
Can't run. How are you gonna run from the killer?
But what about the utterly fabulous?
No.
Those girls could not take that cow.
I
That
couldn't
fucking
take it
fat
either.
cow.
I couldn't take it either.
Have you ever been passable?
Mama, I've had, girl, listen. I've had men look me in the face and say to me, unironically, if I saw you out during the day, I would never know that you were a man. And I'm like, what? But I appreciate the sentiment.
I don't love the.
I hate everything about it.
Yeah.
All the different parts don't come together.
I kind of like the gloves. She's doing this like Cardi B money glove thing, which is also reminiscent of what Cardi B wore to the Met Gala for the Gilded Glamour.
Are those watches?
They're watches.
Which has to do with what?
Gold.
Just gold watches.
Gold toothberry, gold, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, go hard and go ugly, and then you won't have to, you don't have to worry about other people biting your style.
Jor or Menorah?
Both.
Yeah, why not?
Life is short.
Yeah.
I have actually a medium size, a collection of wearable, and they often feature and then there's also a above that. And it's great. The contrast, because you have the inclusive, positive, upbeat, and sunshiny kind of Nina West thing, which is great. And then you have the Silk Fest from Roxxxy. You know, the real circle.
I don't think Vanna White's ever exposed
her entire leg, thigh, and ass.
Yeah. All red nails look.
Mary Dugan. Mary Dugan.
She was going for more like a superhero aesthetic, and this is very different for Deja. Deja has oftentimes done.
Usually wears nice stuff.
Like, I think this is different for her, so it sticks out for that reason for me. Because
it's diplomatic of you.
Katya, who had your favorite look?
Oh, jeez, let me think. God, it's so hard. Bosco.
Bosco, right?
I am gonna be, are you ready for me to get annoying? Because this bitch, she's so good. She's so good.
This Big Girls, it adds so much drama and weight, literally.
Yeah.
You hear the whole arena just boom.
Of episode 6, who's your winner? Tammy Brown, who's your winner? Olympia Dukakis.
Last girl to walk in had a poem, and that was.
Anytime there's a poem.
Don't rhyme. Although, wait, I have to call myself out because both times I walked in, I like f***ed up my line. So, and the second time I walked in, I said something grammatically totally wrong in Russian, so.
It was like when Miss Spames, you could see Miss Spames' face tape.
The face tapes clocked.
Jesus. The staff who worked there were like, you might want to fix that face tape before you go in the wrong way.
Ooh, ooh. So Irene and Aja lip sync to Think You the Fart by Yes Judge Ice Spice. What do you think of this song and lip sync?
You know, I don't think of it often. Actually, it was my first introduction to this song. So, think you're the but you're really just a fart.
Exactly.
Is that what it is?
That's the sentiment, yeah.
I mean, Shakespeare could never.
Bob the Drag Queen Elizabeth.
I think it's too easy, though.
Drag me.
No, because like you have a purse.
Well, she also has the drip on her head and she's bald. This is a reference to when I did my neon look, I was bald and I had paint dripping down my head.
Yeah, I got the reference.
Listen, the mug is beautiful.
Yeah.
Which is a bit confusing. Why would you go down the runway with that gorgeous mug of hair and then wearing that piece of outfit? Yeah. But I guess that's the mystery of life.
You know what? Life is about not having all the answers. The mysteries of life make it better.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
As someone who has had their mother featured on Drag Race, what is that experience like sharing Drag Race with your mom?
Personally, I hate it. Get that bitch out of the way. I'm here for the camera time, not her. Get your flop ass out of the spotlight. It's my turn.
It's
bitch.
my turn.
Yeah.
We gotta talk about lemon. We gotta talk about the lemon in the room.
We gotta address the lemon in the room.
Miss New York City. Do you have any idea how tired I am of hearing about New York City on Drag Race? Do you have any idea? Do you have any idea?
Okay. Now let's get into the good stuff.
The way I flip-flop on this,
Mary.
I hated the dog. 3 seconds later, I was like, I don't want to live in a world where this dog doesn't exist.
This woman is so f***ing talented. But when she came out, her look for her talent, ooh, this was the ultimate vindication.
So
redemption.
good.
It is so camp.
She was like, I'm wearing this hair, no one can tell it's a wig. I'm like, baby.
Yeah. Not only do we know that that's a wig, we know exactly where the wig starts.
Exactly.
And whatever else is up there start.
And we know it's a wig that we don't want.
We're having multiple alliances is beneficial to you.
But greedy bitches are gonna get they're gonna get it. You know?
Maybe. How would you give your points away?
I would probably just give them to Bosco. I like that it's puzzling.
Why is your hair red?
Question?
None of this makes sense.
It's a puzzle.
It's one of those puzzles no one can answer.
Yeah,
we need Monet, the woman in STEM, to answer this one.
Yeah. He mentions Rosé is recovering from an injury. Do you think that affected her lip sync later on?
I rolled my eyes so hard, they almost popped out of this head I have on my shoulders.
Tamisha Iman is doing backflips
With a
in
colostomy
bag.
And keeping it to herself, being very discreet.
Yeah.
Diana discreet. Mary, I don't care. If it's an impacted fracture and the bone's coming out of your shin, then we can have a discussion. Otherwise, keep that sprain angle to yourself. That's why God created Percocet and Percodan.
I mean, she's young, so I'll say that. That's what I love about being older. I say, well, she's young.
Well, she's young.
But you can't say I've conquered New York City at 21 or 2 when we don't know who you are.
Gag that her heart was on the right. I'm like, girl, is it, what are you? A new species?
Somehow heartbreak feels good in a place like this.
And she's like lifting and
She's like, drag is for everyone or else.
And everyone will do drag! RuPaul Abdul-Jabbar.
It's like
before and after, before again.
Bum, bum, bum.
RuPaul Abdul-Jabbar.
That's perfect. I don't like this because I don't like the way it looks, period.
Then the top 4 perform a Bette Midler tribute to the song Friends. What do you think of that? We haven't ever gotten a performance out of Drag at a finale before.
I think there's a reason for that, which I'll leave to the viewers to wonder.
All right, what's the tea? Do you like Boa's look?
Like is not a word that I would use to describe this.
I like the hair. I like the makeup.
Okay.
And when she tells her joke, it's very much like, get it? Do you?
Yeah.
Do you guys?
Do you see taking it all the way and winning 200,000 doll hairs in the finale?
Which of the 6?
Yeah.
If I had to do like horse racing betting right now, I'd say Bosco, Olivia, Irene.
Irene, one of those 3. Okay, bitch, one girl.
Oh, one? Oh, Bosco.
We just had to get you to say it on camera one last time before you left.
Just in case it was not clear, I love Bosco. Just in case.
You heard it here first.
Sometimes
at the
people,
stop.
you know, I don't want to mince words.
Yeah.
What's your favorite look?
Oh, Bosco, by far. It was a fully realized look. It was accessorized. It was witty. It was well constructed.
Bosco's looks are always clean. They're always thought out. There's always a story, like every time.
And literally white.
Yeah.
That's brave.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Well, guess what? You have to lose big before you win big. What's she doing right now? She's losing big. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. You're on tour right now with Trixie Mattel.
That's true. That's true.
Where can they get tickets?
I have no idea. Jasmine is chewing up the scenery.
She is
like,
back there.
Sobbing, retching. She's like, I mean, she's like unraveling. Completely unraveling. Try. It was so fierce. She was like, like
I was
ugly
like, Mama,
crying.
this is acting.
Yeah. I mean, like,
she's acting.
So committed.
You were the first one to get
$5,000 in American cash. I mean, I was very appreciative because, and I recall vividly the salty expression on Ben de la Crème's face.
She still talks about it.
I know she does. Of course she does. And when they were like, you won $5,000, and I was like, that's right, I did. I mean, it was hysterical.
Okay. So if I was Melissa and I wanted to be seductive, would I just be meductive?
Meductive.
That's fun.
That's a good name.
No.
Meductive.
What is going on with these names? It's so crazy. I mean,
says Katya.
That last part is optional.
A thingy, in the sense that it's there to cover that piece of shit blue.
Oh my God, this dress.
Also, I was like, is that lycra not even hemp? It was not evident by any of the clips or the footage that this was a well-constructed, gag-worthy outfit. I just don't understand. Polished is what they kept saying.
Alyssa Edward.
Scissorhands.
There it is. Yeah.
Girl.
Pull the ripcord on this sideburn and get my 4 al dente strands of fettuccine to helicopter around this wig.
3 pieces of gold yarn are gonna shoot out.
Said, I made a goddamn caftan with trim. That's
We saw
it.
what you did.
But I'm just reacting to the judge's reaction, which I don't understand.
And here's the thing, as a person I was beaten in a lip sync by a bitch with a flag, you gotta pull it out of your wig.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I haven't.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Trixie, I just have to say thank you so much for having me.
Shut up! Join us next week on The Pit Stop. Bye.
Bye, guys. Katya, thank you so much for joining us this week. You are constant LOLs, and I'm so glad that you came in and joined me today in this dialogue. It's been really wonderful to have you here.
Raja, whether it's a monologue, a dialogue, it's always a pleasure, a privilege, an honor, a treat, and a delicate treasure.
Spasiba.
Пожалуйста.
I knew that.
Well, Katya, thank you so much for joining me. I'm really happy to have you to kick off the season.
You know what's so interesting? I had the most pleasant experience talking with you today.
I'm really happy to be here, and I just want to say God bless you.
It's fun to see a veteran in drag look at like what the younger kids are doing, you know?
Yeah. I love to stay relevant. Yeah.
You no! Girl, did you watch season 1?
Yeah.
That was 17 years ago, you old bitch.
Christ. I thought you meant All-Stars 17. That's what I was confused about. I was like, how do we go from 9 to 17?
Thank you so much, and don't forget to vote.
I can't wait to see how this turns out.
That's what she said. Work it, Hunty, and God bless America. Ooh, fierce.
Thank you,
fierce.
girl.
Ooh, fierce.